Welcome back, everyone, for an update on Tropical Storm Fiona. So let's start with the big picture so you can orient yourself geographically where we're at. This is Fiona here marching towards the northern Leeward Islands. Southeast United States is up there. Caribbean Sea is here. So if we zoom in so we can see how Fiona has changed since we talked yesterday, the low-level circulation is right about there. And you can see, compared to yesterday, the shower and thunderstorm activity is actually a little bit closer to the low-level circulation. And indeed, the Hurricane Hunter aircraft is in there right now with data coming back to suggest that it's starting to possibly strengthen a little bit, as would be expected as the shower and thunderstorm activity works itself closer to the low-level circulation. You can also see in this zoomed-in image, the system is really starting to get close to the northern Leeward Islands. So conditions are going to start going downhill there this afternoon. Now, if we take a look at the cone and where it's going to go, a lot of information to unpack out of this particular image. So in general, so the cone is showing you where the center is going to go, not the hazards, but the center. They're going to move off in a general westward to west-northwestward motion, passing over or just south of Puerto Rico, and then going on and possibly hitting and impacting the Dominican Republic, and then moving off possibly into the southeastern Bahamas. So let's look at the existing warnings because there's been some changes. The blue here denotes tropical storm warnings. Of note for this advisory, the 11 a.m. advisory, an upgrade from a tropical storm watch to a tropical storm warning for Puerto Rico and the U.S. Virgin Islands. And the yellow areas here denote existing tropical storm watches. Now, a couple of things again to unpack here. Don't focus on the cone. The cone is where the center will go, not necessarily where the hazards. And you can see this back here with the wind field. This orange area here is the wind field. And notice how it is outside of the cone and how the warnings are outside of the cone. A lot of people misinterpret the cone as the impacts. It's not. Other interesting thing here to note, update, is now we're indicating a potential for Fiona to become a hurricane here in the southeast Bahamas. So for you in the Bahamas, especially the southeast Bahamas, you really need to start paying attention, possibly making some early preparations. Now, for those of you in the southeastern United States, East Coast United States, it is way, way, way too early to speculate about any possible impacts. Anything that happens beyond this point is wild speculation. So much too early to say anything about the southeast United States. So stay tuned for that. In terms of timing, this is a timing graphic to help you understand when the conditions may occur. Again, conditions going downhill with respect to tropical storm conditions and winds here in the northern Leeward Islands this afternoon and this evening, spreading to Puerto Rico and the U.S. Virgin Islands tomorrow, especially early tomorrow, then on to the Dominican Republic on Sunday, possibly Haiti late Sunday, and then to the southeast Bahamas on Monday. In terms of the hazards, water is going to be the real big hazard in this particular storm, both in terms of rainfall, which this graphic is showing you here. This is rainfall potential for Puerto Rico and the Virgin Islands. You can just see a wide area of heavy rains across the entire islands here, with the heaviest here in eastern Puerto Rico, 8 to 10, potentially 12 inches isolated. That's a lot of rain. That's a lot of rain potential for flash flooding over the entire island, especially in this area here. And then the quiet killer in these systems, rip currents. A lot of people forget rip currents and the potential dangers. So not a good weekend to be at the beach, especially along the northern coast of Puerto Rico. So don't venture to the coastline. I know your curiosity will be up. Don't venture to the coastline. In this case, rip currents potential could be quite intense. So that's it from the National Hurricane Center. Be sure to like and subscribe to our new live feed. We'll be providing you updates throughout the rest of the season. You can just subscribe, and we'll be back with you tomorrow at this time for another update